What's going on, everybody? It's just another day in the kitchen, back with another episode, and in today's video we'll be taking a look at Travis Scott's latest Cactus Con merch drop, which includes over 50 pieces of new merch. Now before we get started, I want to give a special shout out to the homie Strain Beats, who's been cooking up the beats for these videos, so make sure you guys check them out. And while you're here, you might as well drop a like and subscribe and join our free Discord to stay up to date with the latest and the greatest. Shout out to all of my chefs in there, and a special shout out to my dog Eddie for calling this one out and letting us know the password was Bazaar. Now to kick off today's video, I wanted to highlight something new here at the top of Travis's website, in which you can click this link that allegedly shows all of the pieces of merch that are currently in stock and should be arriving in time for the holidays, which is honestly something I haven't seen other artists do, which I honestly appreciate and think is a really smart business move, especially with the holidays right around the corner. And if I had to guess, these are probably leftover pieces from Travis's most recent Cactus Con, so that's probably how they're able to get these pieces out so quickly. So before we dive into all of these new Cactus Jack collab pieces, I also want to acknowledge the raffle, which at the time of me recording was not live, for Travis's upcoming T-Rex Dark Mochas, which happened to be my favorite colorway. So good luck to all my chefs and viewers, and you might as well like this video for good luck. Now to kick things off with the first Cactus Jack collab of this new drop, we of course have the Cactus Jack Fox Racing motocross jerseys, of which there are two, and I wanted to select just one of them to give us an idea of what the product description is saying, and also just select my favorite one of the two. Now as you guys can see, and as I wanted to point out, it does advertise that the shipping on this one is going to take about a week, which I plan on testing myself on some of the pieces throughout this collection, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button to make sure you don't miss when these pieces eventually come in. And if the motocross jerseys aren't really your thing, we also have two really sick hoodies that are available here, that most importantly mention in the description that the Fox logo here is spray painted on a kind of one-to-one basis, meaning that the stencil is actually done individually and that no hoodie should actually look the same as anyone else's, making these pieces that much more desirable, in my opinion at least, because you're essentially getting a kind of custom piece out of each collab, and for $150 it's pretty consistent with most Travis Scott hoodies. Now to follow up the legendary Fox Racing, we of course have the infamous Playboy brand, which has been around for decades now and also features a new item I haven't seen before in the form of these sweatpants, along with these Playboy themed Cactus Jack playing cards, which if you're down to play some games might be a good pickup for you. And as far as my personal favorite collab out of the entire collection today, it's definitely gotta be this Cactus Jack and WWE collab, in which we see Cactus Jack collab with Cactus Jack, who, for those of you that don't know, is of course the legendary wrestler Mick Foley that had a very unique and hardcore wrestling style, and ironically Travis Scott was recently gifted the WWE Hardcore title by none other than the GOAT Triple H here, so I think it's a cool passing of the torch, if you guys get what I'm saying. Now to follow up the WWE collab, we see another one of my favorite brands, this time Cactus Plant Flea Market, collaborating with Travis Scott yet again for the following dope pieces, and I wanted to highlight this Bazaar shirt here, which is going to run you a cool $250 and might be a little steep for your boy right now personally, but I do want to highlight the fact that this one does appear to have some cool puff print logos on it. And we also end up seeing this fleece pullover, which actually loaded sold out when the collection went live, so by the time you watch this it might be available, and if it is, let us know in the comments, because of course we can't see the price. Now next up, I also wanted to point out this CPFM collab hoodie, which advertises in the description that no two pieces are alike, and we also see the brief appearance of the iconic CPFM logo there on the tote bag in the form of that smiling face, which I think is a cool nod to the brand. Now for a kind of unexpected collab, we see Travis Scott team up with Tom Sachs for the following t-shirt here, who rose to infamy of course for the Mars Yard sneakers here, followed up by the following collab between Cactus Jack and Iraq, which I think is a nod to the fact that Travis was spotted wearing these hats for several years, and also shout out and rest in peace to Virgil here. And as far as one of the more unique items I've seen in Travis's merch history, or at least as of late, it's definitely gotta be the following collaboration hat with Kazaburo to team up to make these one-of-one patchwork Cactus Jack hats, which I've honestly never seen before and I think is really dope. And according to the description, it's essentially a Cactus Jack hat which has been reworked and sewn together with a vintage hat, and comes with real hardware such as staples and metal, with the advice to handle this one with care when shipping. Now, next up we've got a unique food related collab which sees Cactus Jack team up with this truff flame sauce in the form of habanero white truffle infused sauce, which I might have to pick up if you guys want to see me review for my first food related video. And if a unique food collab wasn't cool enough, Travis would actually blow me away with this one, as we would see him team up with the legend Ralph Steadman, who actually did the artwork for Travis's Jack Huncho album, which I just covered in a recent video. So if you're curious what happened to the merch that was supposed to release for that album, make sure you guys check it out here. Now, additionally, Travis would team up with the brand Online Ceramics to bring us the following collab pieces, which in my opinion definitely look like they belong right with the most recent batches of Utopia merch about a year ago. And if you guys can kind of catch my drift, let me know in the comments. And although Travis reps his hometown Houston and state of Texas harder than anyone, he would team up with the likes of the Las Vegas Golden Knights NHL team to bring us the following hockey jersey collab, which I honestly think is so damn raw, and shout out to anyone that picks that one up, along with some collaborations with the NFL's Las Vegas Raiders, with this Cactus Jack fitted cap also being another hard piece to round out that collection. Now, like I mentioned in the intro earlier, this Cactus Con collection features over 50 pieces of merch that comes from all of these different and unique Cactus Jack collabs, such as this Brabus one right here, along with the return of some of Travis's earliest collaborations like the brand Neighborhood here. Now, last but not least, we'd see LaFlame team up with the likes of Yoji Yamamoto here for some dope pieces, along with a Cactus Jack Echo Unlimited collab, which was a dope brand that dominated the early 2000s and might be trying to make a comeback. And we'd also see an assortment of Las Vegas and Utopia branded pieces to round out this collection, in addition to the return of an old classic piece of Travis Scott merch in the form of the Zippo lighter, with this Bazaar souvenir tee being one of the ones to stand out and really catch my eye with the really sick graphic tee that we see on it. Now, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching, and I'd love to know what you guys think about Travis's latest merch drop. Like I mentioned in the intro, I actually counted and there are over 50 pieces in this collection. So if I didn't highlight one of the pieces that you guys ended up picking up in this video, let us know in the comments what you ended up picking up. And more importantly, again, I want to wish all of my chefs the best of luck for the sneaker raffle. Now, as always, thank you guys so much for cooking with the kitchen. Let me know what you guys think of LaFlame's latest collection. As always, remember to stay safe out there, guys, and remember, it's lit. Straight up and peace.